All right, well, I'm hoping to get this figured out, why it's pushing oil up the dipstick tube. I found a couple of posts on the 924 board forum, one related to a breather hose being clogged. I don't think that's the case on this one. Another about the oil pressure relief valve. Guys are saying you should replace the spring. Springs are no longer available. I don't think it's going to hurt just to take a look at the oil pressure relief valve, maybe clean it up and go from there. So let's look at that. So that's it right there, 17 millimeter. And it's got like a plunger with, I think it's like a needle valve on it or something, with a spring as well. There's a seal in there also, and that may be part of one of these kits I got. So let me go ahead and pull that out and we'll take a look at it. All right, here's what came out. The seal's still on the pump itself. So, you have this plunger and then a spring. So I would think as the spring gets old, it loses compression. Not springy enough. I also noted that when the plunger's in there and the spring is, everything is relaxed. See how that is partially closing that opening? I almost wonder if that spring doesn't want to push it a little bit further. Let's look up inside of the pump itself. So you can see where that plunger seats. And it's dry up there. In fact, I'm not seeing any sign of oil coming from the pump right there. So something is goofy. Yeah, I would think that opening there should be wet with oil. I see some sealant up in there. Let me investigate that a little bit more. Make sure I don't have some blockage there. So I got to thinking, those crusty wires back there on the oil pressure sender weren't conducting, so I put some fresh wire. I cut the wire on the harness back as far as I could. It's super tight in there, but I got fresh wire and new terminals. See if I can get any oil pressure. Well, the thing just started. So let's review what's going on, because I'm not sure I'm completely happy with what's going on, but it did start. I turned it off because I did not see oil pressure on the gauge. So it could be the sender, which I think is really odd because the sender was always good. But I was actually trying to start it earlier. So I put the coil wire on the distributor, but this plug was not seated well. And I found that out when I was monkeying around with the oil pressure sender wires, that it's just floating around. So I got in there and pushed on those terminals real good. Now, so I went in there and cranked it and it caught, but I swear it's oiling, because look at that cam lobe. I mean, it's just coated with oil. So, man, I'm really thinking it's just a sender. I wish there was a way I could confirm that. I don't want to destroy the rings and everything I've done. Let me try to start it again. See what happens. So yeah, it's picking up. Doesn't sound really good. Let's look at those cam lobes again. Yeah, there's a lot of oil in there. I mean, it's not collecting down on the bottom like you think it would. I just don't know how well this head drains, but I'm pretty confident it's coming up the oiling tube. Yeah, I just cranked it over a couple more times and then I come around here. In fact, I think I just saw it. It's dripping off that oiling tube. So it's bringing oil all the way up into the camshaft. I looked at the dipstick and it's still kind of like I don't know, it's up on the dipstick. It's not that it's pushing it out of the tube. So I don't know what that all means, to tell you the truth. The one post I read, he had a problem with one of his breather hoses, and I think it was an NA engine, and they got a whole different breathing system, but I think it was referring to this big breather on the side of the engine, and it was clogged or something, and getting excessive crankcase pressure, and that was pushing the oil up. So, I mean, at least the thing started. So I'm happy about that. Now, I mean, the next step is to keep it running, and get it all dialed in. I mean, there's any number of things that have to be adjusted. I need to check the fuel pressures. And just all kinds of stuff. If I can get it to stay running, I'll have to put a timing light on it and set the timing. And then, I've monkeyed around with the throttle body so much. I got to find a baseline on it. Yeah, there's just a lot of things that still have to be done. Let's see if it's pulling that coolant down. Oh, yeah. Need to get some more coolant in it. But, I mean, yeah, it's huge. The thing started. And, I just got to keep plugging. I'm just going to have to ignore the oil pressure for now, because I swear those cam lobes are getting a bunch of oil off that drip tube that runs over the top of the cam lobes. So that's where I'm at right now, guys. Yeah, this is success. Changing out that cinder, whew, is not going to be fun. I guess if you pull the distributor off it, you know. All right, well, I may fiddle around with it a little bit more today, but mark this up as a success. I'm going to keep the videos coming with the note of a rebuild, and hopefully we can get this thing dialed in.